Hi everybody, Audra here, your Twisted Chalker with Auds-n-Ends Boutique. And last night I had started making some t-shirts with my Magnolia Design transfers and my inks that I have. And I got a few done. I got this one. It's a white t-shirt. It says, "Prayer is the key to heaven, but faith unlocks the door." And I used the Wine Lovers color on there. I think that looks really pretty. And then I made this navy colored shirt using the the shortbread. It says "Scatter Seeds of Kindness." So there's that shirt. And this is one of my favorite ones. I use the black and the sparkling silver. Eye rolling is my cardio. So I got that one done. And that's it. Those are the three that I made. Tonight, I thought I'd share this with you. Tonight, I want to do "Don't Let Them Get Your Goat." And I have all these other ones I'd like to do too, but probably don't have enough shirts. We'll see. I'll probably have to go get some more shirts. So, I've got my heat press heating up. I've got my Tide pin handy in case I need it. I've got a few Swiss burrs. They're little cotton Q-tips with pointed end and a flat end. They may come in handy. I've got my handy dandy manicure sticks in case I need them. And I've got my wipes to wipe my fingers before I touch anything, so I know I'll end up with ink on my fingers. I don't have a towel for fuzzing because it's not necessary to fuzz when you're doing this on fabric or canvas. I pulled all these out. I want to do a shirt with the blessed, the hashtag blessed. I'd like to do a shirt with the "Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful." I might even do one with the calories. It says, "Tiny creatures that live in your closet and sew your clothes a little bit tighter every night." I definitely have to do a t-shirt with the "I raise tiny humans, you can't scare me." "You're crazy" is showing. You might want to tuck that back in. "OMG, I so need a glass of wine or I'm going to sell my kids." It's a little stained, yes. I've used it for other projects, but that's okay. The darker colors do tend to stain, but the transfer is still in really good shape and can be used. I want to do "My head says Jim, but my heart says cupcake." That'll be a cute shirt. This one I've saved for a special, well, I shouldn't say special shirt, but a shirt that I have in this stack that I pulled out of my closet. And then these are a little bigger. I'm going to see if I can try and make them work. I throw the F-bomb around like confetti. "Wild and free." I choose joy. I use that for my bag in one of my videos. "It is well with my soul." And I want to do one with "Jesus is the anchor for my soul." This one I plan to use on a shirt, like I said earlier, that I had pulled out of my closet, and I was going to get rid of it because right here, see those little spots? I have an issue with solid shirts. Anytime I wear solid shirts, somehow shortly after purchasing them, I end up with these little spots. So I'm thinking I'm going to put a nice big something over the spots, and I'll have a brand new shirt without having to get rid of one that I already had. So this may be the one, it may be a different one. It depends on how it lines up. But tonight it's going to be "Don't Let Them Get Your Goat." So I think I want to do that on this gray shirt. Yes, I'm going to do it on this gray shirt. And last night I noticed when I put the lighter colored shirts on the ink board using the sticky part, using the stickiness, I seem to have issues. I don't know. It may be something I'm doing with the ink running when I peel it off. I mean, it looks great on the shirt until I peel it off and then it runs. So I'm going to have to find out what I'm doing there that might be wrong. So in the meantime, I'm just going to use the inking board to put between the two layers of fabric, because if you don't, the ink will go right through into the back of the shirt. I just won't take the plastic cover off. So I'm just going to leave this part on, this plastic cover right here. I'll leave that on. And I'm going to put this inside the shirt like this. So it will be here. Let me adjust you a little bit so I can pull the shirt back. It just won't be stuck to the shirt. I did this with the white one and it worked out better. It was a little tricky keeping the shirt still, but I liked the results better when I did it that way. On the dark shirt, it doesn't matter because it doesn't really show. But on the light shirt, it shows. So I will have to consult with my friends who do this Magnolia Design inking as well and see what it is I've got going on here. But in the meantime, I will just use it this way. So I'm trying to make sure it's nice and centered so that I can center the transfer pretty good. I'm going to make sure this is exactly where the transfer will be. So there we go. Don't let them get your goat. I wrote on the back so that I know when I return this to the transfer, when I turn the backing to the transfer, I'll know what side it needs to go on. If you forget and don't write it on before you've peeled it off, it's nothing to worry about, because the side that goes back to the transfer is very, very shiny. I don't know if you can tell, see how shiny it is, as opposed to this side. So, but I do it just partly to know which back goes to which transfer when I'm using multiple transfers. And also, if somebody else comes along and uses it, they know which side to put it back on. So, I turn this over. Make sure my shirt is straight and flat. Okay, so I'm lower than the board, but I'm about where I want to be on the shirt. That's good and centered. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up a little further. Then I'm going to pull the board down. So the board sticks out to here and here, and up to here. It's not low enough. So I'm going to make it a little lower. Let me see what I'm doing here. Oh, it's low. It's low enough. I'm just not realizing it. Okay, good. So the board and the transfer are almost exactly the same size. So now I want to do, there's a little bitty flower down here, and I want to do the flower in the glittering gold. And then I'm going to do the goat in, so I've got the glittering gold for the flower, and I'm going to do the goat in this cocoa bean and shortbread. These two colors, I want to just kind of mix it up a little bit. And then I want to, this is going to be a little tricky for me, but I've got this hunter green that I want to do the stem of the flower with and the words. So one of the things I need to do is I want to get some painter's tape and tape the edges so that I don't get it on the sides of the shirt. So I'm going to pause you for just a minute so I can go get some painter's tape. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and put it here. See how close the letter comes to the edge? I don't trust myself. So I want to make sure I don't get it on the shirt where it's not supposed to be. And two, it'll help. Well, it's already stuck to the shirt, so I don't have to worry about that. And then the goat fur comes down pretty far. So I'm going to go all the way around with the tape. There we go. There we go. All right. Now it should be safe. There's no guarantee when I'm doing this, but that's okay. It should be safe. Now, I am going to do, I think I'll do the words first, and then I can work on this side after I'm done. So, I wanted the words to be in the hunter green. So I have my squeegee and my stir stick, and I'm going to put the lid over here, and the ink is all ready to go. You don't have to stir it. I just do because habit. The chalk needs to be stirred when you open it. This typically doesn't. Okay, I'm going to move all these other t-shirts out of the way for the sake of giving myself more space and so I don't get ink on them before their time. Alright, so the shirt's kind of moving around a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. When you use the sticky part, it doesn't move. And use the sticky part on the ink pad. Here we go. It's the first time I put the tape on it, on the edges, and I'm actually really liking it. Because it's not something I have to worry about. When the tape is on there, I don't have to worry about running over the edge and messing up the shirt. What I really would like to do is start making holiday t-shirts. That will come. I thought this guy would be really cute on a shirt, so I had to try it at least. Now, that stem is so tiny. I'm not going to do that just yet. So I'm going to set the green over here, and I'm going to do now I might as well go ahead and do the flower. In the gold, so I just need a little bit really. Do the flower. And there's a little bit of a bud right there. Okay. And then I'm going to take the shortbread. Oh, I have my glasses on my head. That's a good thing. Oh, I haven't opened this one yet. some of my fingers while I was doing that, so I'm going to, oopsie, here we go. There we go. Now I don't risk getting it where I don't want it. And I don't think I've used this one yet either. Oh, I haven't. All right, one moment. Okay, my fingers are free and clear of ink. My containers are open. So what I want to do is do a little bit of a mixing of the color, a little bit of two-tone on the goat. So I'm just going to put a little bit the cocoa bean, and then I'm going to put a little bit I don't know why I cannot remember shortbread. This is shortbread. I keep wanting to call, whoopsie, whoa! I keep wanting to call it almond, and it's not really almond, it's shortbread. Okay, and let's see if I can make this work. I don't have enough in there to make it happen. Put a little bit more ink. A little bit more brown. Okay. I'm not sure how he's going to turn out. We'll see. Gotta make sure I get all the screened area. Oh, I just went over the stem. So I guess my stem is going to be brown, as well as part of my flower. That's okay. No big deal. Okay. I might be able to get some of the green in there on the stem. Let me see. Let's see if I can make that happen. I feel ink on my fingers, so I have to make sure I wash them before I try to remove this transfer. Okay. I'm going to remove the excess. I'm putting the colors that are not mixed are going back into the container. So you have no real waste going on here. Instead of washing it down the drain, it's going back in the box, in the container, for the next project. All right. So I need to clean my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to remove the tape. Now it's time to peel and reveal. Thought I saw paint on my hand. Made me nervous there for a minute. Ooh. So it is a lot easier to peel the transfer off if you use the stickiness of the ink board. I will say that. Oh, I like my goat. My flower could use a little more color. So I am going to make sure my fingers are clean. See if I can set this back down. Nope, not the shortbread. Green gold. Okay. There we go. Now, I like my goat. He turned out so cute. Yeah, it's definitely better to use the stickiness of the board. I'm trying to be careful. There we go. All right. I'm going to rinse this off. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was able to get a majority of the ink off of the transfer, thank goodness, because I did use darker colors. They do tend to stain, but these come in real handy for cleaning those transfers. So that was really nice. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see. There he is. He's so cute. So I'm going to dry it a little bit. It's a nice thing about this Magnolia Design Company. We've got some groups that we are members of on Facebook. And of course there's the people in the company. If we ever have any questions or issues or we need tips, we can get online and holler at people, and people are always so willing to help. Which is really nice for me, so I can figure out what I'm doing with my shirts, my light colored shirts. It's given me this issue. So I'm going to remove this now. And it's time to heat set it. So, I've got my pad here for underneath. And I should close these inks before I end up getting the ink on the shirt, even though I'm working over here and the inks are over there. I have a way of doing that, and I don't want to take a chance. Oopsie. Definitely don't want to throw that on the floor either. So, check my hands. They're nice and clean. Now to heat set this, I will need to, now if you don't have a heat press, you can heat set this with an iron, and you would just set the iron to the temperature that is appropriate for the fabric that you're using, and get some parchment paper, not wax paper. It has to be parchment paper. I have that over here. And you place the parchment paper over the design, and if you have an iron, you would iron all of it for 4 minutes. You want to make sure you heat up the entire design for 4 minutes. And then when you're done, you would flip the shirt inside out, put the parchment paper over the design, and then iron over it again for another 4 minutes. Now, I broke down and bought a toy because I had so much fun with the towels that I made. I wanted to do more. And I have pot holders, and I have shirts, and I have towels, and I actually have a couple table runners that I bought, some Easter ones that I will eventually want to put some sort of Easter decoration on. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So I have this it pretty much covers the entire design. So it's set at 3:05 for 30 seconds. Push my timer and I wait. So it only takes 30 seconds on each side to heat set the picture that you ink on. I have done a couple shirts and I have washed them and they have come out perfectly fine. So it is definitely heat set. It's definitely a permanent set once you heat set it. We only have 3 seconds left. Okay. Okay, sorry. It's still a little stuck. Alright, so I'm going to turn this over. And I'm going to put this on here. I think there's a spot where I did the ink a little thicker than the rest of it. So it's taking a little bit extra time for it to set. So I'm going to try another 30 seconds. And if the paper peels away without sticking, then we'll know it's ready. All right, doesn't look like it's stuck. Perfect. So that's one side. Now I just need to turn it inside out. And do the same thing. We shouldn't need a second time on this side because we know it's completely dry on the outside of it where the ink was actually applied. I have a whole stack of shirts over there. I think I'm going to continue making them, but I won't torture you with an extremely long video. I'd like to start keeping them 30 minutes or less. That way, you know, you're not stuck forever trying to finish up the video. I know we're all very busy. So, in less than 30 minutes, I've got 27 minutes and 43 seconds on my timer right now. And the only reason it took this long was because of the talking. Whoops, can't see it if I fold it that way. I have this adorable shirt that I can't seem to hold up for you. Don't let them get your goat. Oh, that's so cute. I love the goat. All right. So that's one of my creations for tonight. I'm going to work on my shirt that's got the little spot. 2 spots. I don't know if they're grease spots. I don't know what kind of spots they are. But they do tend to show up on all my solid colored shirts. So I'm going to take it and put a picture on it. And when it's done, I'll take a snapshot and throw it up online. Thank you. Thank you for watching, for making it through the end. And be sure to like and subscribe and click that little bell so that you are notified when new videos come up. If you're watching on Facebook, please like and follow and share. Also, I have free sample kits that I'd love to send you. So if you're interested in trying this out yourself, let me know. Message me and I'll send you the sample kit. Or you can just get online and check out my website. I have the link to the website in the description below. Or on Facebook, you can just click Shop Now. All right, well, thank you very much, and I will see you again soon. Good night.